Happy Friday. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, it's November. So excited. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm excited that it's November. 2020 is almost over, right? 2, Thanksgiving is this month, and I absolutely adore my aunt's banana pudding. And I don't know if you guys eat chitterlings, but I do. I eat chitlins. And my other aunt, she makes it, and she only makes it one time a year because she hates the smell, all that good stuff. But I'm so Southern, and I love them, and I get that in Thanksgiving, right? Okay, and then 3, we're in full swing of strategically planning for our 2021 objectives and goals. At least I know you and my team are. I hope you and your team are. I hope you and your family are, because strategically planning is not only limited to just your business, right? You can do it in all aspects of your personal life too. So I'm super excited for that. I'm also really excited because we have a special guest tonight who's talking about small business accounting. I will introduce you into her momentarily. But fourthly, I'm excited because I got to see you. And it's the first Friday of November. We're here. We made it. So exciting. Okay, great. So let me see how you guys' week are doing. I was wondering how you all were since if you're not in Arizona, daylight savings happened. When we gained that extra hour, right? So I personally slept in a lot longer. I've taken a slower beat now that daylight savings has come in, because I just feel like, I earned it all year since the last time we sprung forward. So that was what I did this week. Let me know in the comments how your week was, what is going on. Definitely share with me your wins, right? Super excited to share in it and love on you just a little bit and see what's going on. Oh, somebody said, hey, sister, hey. If you are in the women entrepreneurs who left their 9-to-5 or want to group, go ahead and click up top, and so that StreamYard can see your name. And I'd be more than happy to show you on screen and see who you are. Hi, Shaquana. How are you doing? I love it. So excited to see you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, because I feel like everybody who's a part of this date night is actually here already. And if they're not, they're late. I was late on Wednesday, I understand. But, it's me and you right now. That's all that matters right now at this very moment. So let's go ahead and get started, because you and I are here. All right? Cool. All right. So tonight's Friday night session is being sponsored by Jamie Ely. She is actually our special guest tonight. She's going to give us the 411 on small business accounting. She has some great topics that we're going to go over and discuss that I think is beneficial to a small business that's either a startup or one that's been running for a little bit of time. So definitely hit her up. She is also a virtual savvy type of person as well. So she handles virtual office administration too, but she specializes in accounting. So if that is currently what your business needs right now, I definitely want you all to hit her up and let her know, and say hello to her in the comments when she gets on screen momentarily, okay? All right. So for all my family who is watching on YouTube, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'd be more than happy for you to do that. And we'll go ahead and follow you back and subscribe to your YouTube channel as well, because, growing and sharing is all inclusive, and we want to help as many people as we can, since you guys are supporting us, right? So like, share, subscribe, and watch us too, right? We want you to get something out of it. So, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and roll into our weekly wins. So I was pretty bad. I didn't post my normal post asking people for their weekly wins this week. I had a lot going on. But what I do know is that one person in particular who I spoke about on Wednesday, Inspired Assistant, she had a huge win because she finally figured out how to scale her VA agency. And I think that is ridiculously amazing. There's nothing better than starting a business small and you being a solo one woman or one man show and figuring out how you can give jobs to other people and also scale your business to the revenue figures that you are ultimately wanting. So congratulations to you, Inspired Assistant. Yes. All right. So my win this week is I actually figured out a time in my day to actually take a nap. I know that sounds funny, but when you are a small business owner, as I think most of you are, you really just are constantly running. You're constantly on the go. You're constantly thinking about your business, your brand, what you could be doing, what you should be doing, what was missed, what you want to do, and not just taking time for yourself. So I did that on Thursday. I actually slept, y'all. Like, it was amazing. I don't even know. I don't even recognize myself anymore. As you can see, I'm like glowing right now. So it's because I'm taking rest. And I felt like it was okay for me to take that rest because I have a team that's doing the things that I've trained them to do, and they do it beautifully. So when you get to that kind of like little itty bitty sweet spot a little bit, when you can like let a little bit of things go and you actually rest, it is just a beautiful thing. So I definitely take that as a full-blown win. Okay. Terrence says he has many wins this week. All right, Terrence, I'm so happy for you. I really want to know what you consider to be your win this week, because for those of you who don't know, Terrence is one of my clients, and I and my team are assistants for him. And he has some partnerships, you guys, that is coming up. Like, it's just amazing the way things are moving in businesses right now. It's so exciting. It just makes me so excited to get here on Friday to see you guys and to talk about it. So mum's the word until, everything's pen to paper, payments are made, right? You don't speak about it, but just let you know, if you guys have not checked out the RBC brand, please check them out because they are about to hit the world by storm in due time. They're coming. They got it cooking, okay? All right, awesome. All right, so what I want to know, I'm bringing this segment back because I really want to hear from you and I really want to know. So what I want to know is, who is out here really about to participate in the Black Friday sales? Are you going to do it in person? Are you going to participate online? Are you going to do them only with small businesses, or are you going to go to the big box stores? I want to know where you're wanting to spend your money right now and what is catching your eye this Black Friday season. I'm super interested to figure out, is all this marketing and marketing dollars and efforts actually working post-COVID, right? Or I guess during COVID, because you're still kind of in it. Let me know. That's what I want to know. So go ahead and put it in the comments exactly what you guys are planning on doing this Black Friday. Or are you still going to wait till Cyber Monday? I mean, that used to be the tradition. You'd either shop on Black Friday after you waking up from the third time, after your third helping of Thanksgiving food, go stand in line to get into the stores. I know my family has done it. I have done it once. I will never do it again at a Walmart. And or are you just waiting till Cyber Monday on Monday to make your purchases? And are you going to purchase with small businesses or big businesses? So you just let me know. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. All right, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and roll into our mission just real quick because we actually have a special guest tonight, and I want to give her ample amount of time to go over everything small business accounting, right, for you guys. So Mission 100 is Assist-U is helping 100 businesses launch a new product or service in the next 365 days. Don't miss this opportunity, right? So many people are wanting to launch a course or a business or a tiny offer or a signature offer, or they're just wanting to finally get somebody to hold them accountable and push their business to actually being live for everybody to see it and love on it and run to it and flock and just throw our money at it. But they are just not doing it for whatever reason. We are here to assist you. right? So we want to be that advocate. We want to hold you accountable. We want to connect all that tech. We want to help you create that copy. We want to look at the stats for all of your ads, Facebook, Google Analytics, all of that good stuff. That is what we're here for, and we are here to support you. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and go to our website and schedule a call or hit me up in my DMs. I'm always available, except for when I'm napping now. And we will be there to support you and help you grow. So I'm super excited. All right, cool. So let's run into our special guest. So her name, again, is Jamie Ely. She is a very vibrant wife, mother of two. She used to work for a tech company, and now she started her own company where she is helping small to mid-sized businesses figure out their financial futures and lives and just all things accounting, in addition to helping them with general administrative support tasks as well. So I have Miss Jamie in the background. I'm going to go ahead and bring her on now. Make sure you guys show her some love and say hello in the comments. I'm super excited for you guys to meet her. All right, here she is. Hi.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I see that all the time. I'm so excited to see you too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How are you doing this evening?
I am great. Yeah. So it's actually a nice we're actually in Illinois. So it's actually a nice day. It was like 70 degrees. So I just we're like, oh my goodness, this is great.
So you've actually gone outside today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I haven't. I don't think I've been outside in like almost a week.
That's funny.
So I see the weather on my phone. I'm like, oh, that's cute. No, but I think today was around like 82. I'm in Tampa, Florida, so I think it was like around 82 maybe. It's trying to be it's trying to flirt with coldness, so we might get into the 60s, but that's about it. But I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Miss Jamie, I love and I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to be with us on our date night. We love 3 people date nights, right? So if you could just introduce yourself and let us know who you are, I would absolutely love it.
All right. So my name is Jamie Ely, as she introduced me, and I help small businesses and solopreneurs with their accounting and administrative needs so they have time for the bigger things. So, and also so they don't have to worry about their finances or, looking at any kind of numbers or anything like that. I just know that a lot of entrepreneurs do know that they know that they need to do their accounting, but they're like, gosh, we don't know how to put it, how to put it in the system and everything. So that's when they rely on me to do that for them. Mm-hmm. So I actually have 9 years of accounting experience, and the whole reason why I got into accounting is because I just love numbers. I've always been a number person, and so I just was like, okay, accounting is my thing. So I went into accounting, and I really like it. So actually, I moved up to Chicago area and like that, and that's kind of where my accounting kind of started after college. So, and then I've started my own business doing virtual accounting for small businesses, and so I just love to help people with all their accounting needs, all the transactions and everything. And, so I can be home with my family and be able to go with my girls to their activities when they do start school and everything. So that's kind of why I started my accounting business.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I love that you went through the normal progression. So you went through college and then you relocated. I am a Tampa native. I wish every time I try to move out of Florida, it just doesn't work. But I will prevail one day, right? So you moved away and then you decided, okay, I have a family. I want to be with them more. So I'm going to start my own business so that I can be in control of my own schedule. So I absolutely love that. Love that. What is one of the most common questions that you get when you're first starting with a client, a small business, and they're just totally clueless? Like, what is one of the first or most common questions that they'll ask you when you get started?
What software should I use?
Okay.
Basically, Excel, they're like, oh, I got my stuff on Excel and it doesn't really show me everything. And I know that's not where it should be. So like, what accounting software should I be on? So that's pretty much my first thing, is to put them on an accounting software.
Okay. I know we're going to roll into accounting software
Yeah.
a little bit later. So let's go ahead and get started with some of the topics. So I know from my experience working with clients in consulting, a lot of people, because they don't know what to do with their accounting, right? Or when they're first starting, they think it's okay to do everything from their personal accounts. What is your recommendation that you would give to those people?
All right, so definitely keep your business and personal expenses separate,
Mm-hmm.
because it's okay to put some of your personal stuff, use your personal credit card and such for the business, especially when you're starting off, because you haven't made that business bank account yet, or anything like that, or have the business credit card. So it's okay, but that means that you would just put in the system, and that would be kind of like an investment into your company.
So,
Um,
okay.
yeah. So, yeah. Uh, actually, it would be putting it in like as cash into your
Cash. Okay.
company. Yeah. So as like, it's called cash on hand. But I'm just looking down at a few little notes that I made, just because I didn't want to forget what I wanted to say to you
Right.
guys. I wanted to make sure I cover everything.
You're fine.
And definitely, like, if you, let's say, for instance, you have a printer that you use, and you want to print off some stuff, but you also use it for your personal. Well, you get your ink for it, and then you want to, use some of that for your business expense. So you just have to make sure, okay, did I use this printer 50% for business and 50% for personal? Or you just got to kind of figure that, and that's how you know how much to put into your business.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely need to keep track of that in the accounting software.
Can I ask?
Yeah, so that's kind of my thing with that.
So
Go
if a
ahead.
person starts their business, like they get their articles of incorporation or their sole proprietorship, like filing with their divisional corporations, let's say on the 1st of November, would you say typically they should be going to get their own bank account maybe, within the first 90 days or like maybe for 60
As
days?
soon as possible, to be honest with you, as soon as possible, because it's kind of like an extra step having to, figure it out from your personal, and then you put it in your business. And so I would definitely recommend, as soon as you have all the paperwork to get your business bank account, go ahead and do that. And this looks better in the IRS's eyes as well. The sooner you can get it, the sooner the better, because then they won't come and look at it and say, oh, I don't know if that really was business, or vice versa. So,
Right.
yeah.
So speaking of the IRS, so what are some of the things that you need to keep? Like, obviously, you need to be keeping receipts. So how would you best suggest your clients manage all of their receipts and all of their purchase orders and all of that good stuff?
I would definitely keep track of, like, a lot of things are now electronic, so you'll get the emails. So definitely keep track of that out on like G Suite, but actually I think it's turned to Google Workplace now or something.
Yeah.
So they're changing the name. I'm like, I just got down G Suite.
The
Now they changed it to Google Workplace. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, so I definitely would keep track of that. And like, if you have any like actual physical receipts, I would just snap a picture of it, put it out on Google's, like in G Suite, and you don't have to worry about it, like out on the drive. So then you don't even have to worry about having a shoebox of all your receipts or anything like that. So yeah, I definitely would recommend doing that. And yeah, just in case if the IRS needs to see them, you at least you have the proof of purchase.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then as far as taxes, so a lot of people, when I come onto the scene, they've had their own personal businesses and they're just not filing taxes for their business. How do you handle that when you see that they're just expecting the IRS just to accept their personal taxes, but they're not actually filing for their taxes? Like, how do you help your clients with taxes in general?
Okay, so I definitely would recommend doing the quarterly taxes.
Okay.
So that is in January 15th, April 15th, June 15th, and September 15th.
Okay.
So kind of the rule of thumb is every 5,000 in revenue, you should set aside at least 1,000. Put aside that to put it in like a savings account or just kind of separate, so that way when the tax time comes around, okay, this is how much I need to pay.
Okay.
So that's kind of the rule of thumb to keep track of that. So yeah, and I definitely suggest do your taxes.
Every 5,000, put 1,000 away, you guys.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So
5,000.
25%.
Exactly.
So pretty much 25%. I mean, it could give and take depending on your personal taxes. It bases it off of your personal taxes,
Yeah.
what your rate is for your business. And I'm talking in terms of like an LLC, like it's called a Schedule C on the tax return. So you have to attach that to your personal taxes.
Awesome.
So
yeah. I mean, even if at the end of the year when you file your taxes and they say, okay, you don't even owe that much, at least now you have that cushion. And it's better to be safer than sorry. So
you'd rather have a refund than to have to owe money.
Shell out money.
Yeah.
Because they will find you. They will find you.
Yeah, because especially with, when you are an employee of a company, they take care of all that for you. You don't have to worry about any of that. Now, when you have your own business, it's on you to take care of that. So, yeah.
And they may be lenient once, but not twice. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I know in the beginning you were talking about accounting software. I think everybody knows the big boys, right? They know, well, it used to be a big boy. It used to be Peachtree, but now it's something else. But Xero is really hot right now. And
yes. Yeah. So the top three is QuickBooks, Wave, and Xero. And I'll just kind of discuss each of those. So QuickBooks, it's more trusted. It's kind of the big boy out there. But because it's a big boy, there's the monthly fees for that. So that's kind of the downside on it. It does have more reports. I use QuickBooks for my business because I have more experience in QuickBooks. And so I kind of just made it into my own. And it does do payment processing and payroll in it as well if you have employees. So Wave is the next one, and this one is also online and it's free. Has the payment processing and the payroll as well. And it's becoming more popular in the online space. Now the downside to it is it does not have as many reports and it is not as detailed as QuickBooks. So if you're looking for more reports, you kind of want to look at where you are on everything and kind of drill down what the items are. You definitely want to go with QuickBooks. The last one is Xero. And Xero is also online. It does have a monthly fee, and it has more currency. So it's more of the international known software.
Okay. All right. I love, I have more experience and I love QuickBooks a lot more. Right now, one of my clients, their clients have jobs like in construction. So they use the jobs module in QuickBooks. So they need that additional detail. But a lot of other VAs that I know, they use Wave. It's just easier for them. They don't really need to drill down a lot into their financials. But I would always strongly suggest QuickBooks just because I don't know what's going to happen with Wave. So it's just, it just makes me feel a little bit weird. Okay. So the last topic that we definitely want to discuss is budgeting. So what did you want to explain to us about budgeting as a small business?
Okay, so having a budget in place, it improves the clarity of your business and focus for the business. It can help with your decision making for your business. So okay, down the line, I have this big expense coming up. Okay, well, I need to have this many clients to get to that number to be able to cover that expense. So it just helps keep control of your finances. And it also helps to make sure you're not overspending in one area versus another. And then it obviously, helps with your planning. So actually right now is a great time to go ahead and get your budget in place for 2021. Kind of looking at this year and figuring out, okay, June, I had this expense. Well, that expense is going to happen every year, for instance, like your insurance, if you have insurance for your business, well, that's usually 12 months or 6 months or whatever long, that's going to happen down the line. So it's a great time to just go ahead and get all that in place and have that so you know where you are.
So speaking, because we're both virtual assistants, and I know a lot of virtual assistants watch our lives. How would you suggest that they budget for their recurring revenue possibly for next year? Because sometimes, clients come and go. Sometimes there might be, downtime or pause or whatnot. So what is there an average they should be using or a percentage of what they earned for the month last year? Or how would you suggest they do that?
Now, it just depends on, if they want to get to a certain amount and if they have like contracts in place. Obviously, okay, you're going to have this for the next 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and put that on your budget. That's kind of a given. Okay, I'm going to have 250 every month or 500 every month. So, and then like I said, it kind of helps you know, okay, I need to really get my act together and let's get some more clients in place, in this month, and it kind of helps you plan too. Okay, if you're going to have 5 clients starting off in January, and those are going to be offboarded in June. Okay, well, probably in March, April, start working the networks and saying, okay, I can onboard you in June. That's when my next onboarding time is. Then okay, I have a contract in place and I'm going to get that at that time.
I'm going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Another question that we touched on another live, but I just want to get another expert's 2 cents on this is paying yourself. I know a lot of small businesses owners have issues paying themselves, at least initially. So how would you suggest they go about paying themselves from the business? Let's say if it's a S corporation, and would you suggest a W-2 and a draw, or can you explain that for them?
So kind of like with S corporations, you're going to have to do it as a payroll.
Mm-hmm.
So that, taking out the taxes and everything. Now in LLC, that is where you're just going to have owners withdraw. And what I would do is I would definitely take all of your expenses out and then what's left over. But I would also leave money in the business as a cushion. It just depends on your business. I don't want to say like a certain amount you should leave in there. It all depends on what your business is like. And let's say you want to take out money on the 31st, but on the 1st, you're going to have, $1,000 coming in.
Right.
It's okay because you're having $1,000 come in to cover those expenses. And that's where it's good to have a budget in place because then what's coming down the line for that month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all of the questions that I've gotten, and I think most people were curious about. There was one other question. Sorry, it's here.
That's okay.
So purchasing, a vehicle. So a lot of people say, it's best when you own a business to purchase a vehicle towards the end of the year for tax purposes or whatnot. But how does that affect the company when you actually, let's say, get a lease against your business credit? Or is that too technical for us to get into right now?
It's probably too technical. I definitely would talk to a tax professional on that. I kind of leave that to them because I'm like, I don't
want to touch
it. Taxes are just not my wheelhouse. So yeah, I do know the extent of my tax abilities, I guess. I used to actually work in a tax department. So I kind of know how to talk to the tax professionals. And kind of side note, the good thing about having a bookkeeper accountant do your finances is it's all ready. You just hand it off to the tax professional. You will not get charged as much. Now, if you have a tax professional doing your accounting, they're going to charge you the same amount as your with doing your taxes and your accounting. So you're going to save money having an accountant or a bookkeeper do your books for you. So I do know how to talk to tax professionals. But how I set up the software is I look at the tax return, all the buckets that are on there on like the Schedule C, like
Mhm.
advertising, meals and entertainment. I'm just trying to think of like contractors, subcontractors and stuff like that you're paying, like your virtual assistant, your accountant,
Yeah.
like a professional. Um, there could be some legal fees in there. So that's how I set up the
Chart
the
of
accounting. Yeah, kind of the
yeah.
chart of accounts is based out. So then you just have to turn it over to your tax professional, and then they'll be like, okay, this is easy.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm done in half an hour or whatever.
If
So
you guys submit a beautiful portfolio to your tax account, they will love you so much. They might even stick you to the top of the heap.
yeah.
I'm not promising anything, but I'm just saying they're going to be so excited to see your email come through with all your documents and financials. They're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a
Yeah.
time."
And the good thing about that is with my case, I directly talk to the tax professional.
Mhm.
The client doesn't even have to be the go-between. I talk to them directly. They kind of like, okay, you just handle it. And so yeah, that's that. I've had one person, they're like, oh really, you do that? I'm like, yeah. So
Like, really, are you going to know why this looks the way it looks on this particular financial statement if he asks you? No, you're worried about revenue, generating more revenue for your company. Absolutely
and the
not.
bottom line, yeah.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
it's too much to handle. Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with the audience before we get into my 5 questions?
No, I think we covered them all, and
Oh,
yeah, so I really enjoyed myself, talking about my 5 tips of accounting.
I love it. You definitely, not to get grotesque, but you killed it. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so 5 questions, and these are really about personal and business, just so I can get to know you and our audience can get to know they already like you and trust you. So we're going to get the no factor in there, right? Okay, so I understand that your eyes are blue and you have on a blue shirt. So would it be okay for me to conclude that blue is your favorite color?
It used to be.
What's your favorite color now?
It's funny. I used to hate pink. I love pink now. I can't even count how many pink shirts I have.
Oh,
Like,
no.
I have every shade of pink shirts, leggings, you name it, that's what I go for. So, yeah, actually, I like blue too,
Mhm.
but, and everybody says that it kind of draws out my eyes. To be honest with you, they're fake.
Oh, no.
So,
I'm not
um,
here.
they're
So
my contacts. So,
this is fake as well, Jamie. It's okay. Okay, so this is a two-parter. So how many children do you have?
I have 2 girls.
When you were growing up, did you think you would have 2 children?
Yes, I actually wanted 2 or 3. After my second one, I'm like, okay, we're done.
Oh my God.
She's our little fireball. So
She was created to teach you a lesson. That's
yeah.
what they say about those last ones. I'm a last one
Mhm.
of my
Yep.
parents.
Yep.
So I have 5 kids. I don't know if you know, or I think you did. I think I told you backstage. But no, I didn't know that I wanted 5 children. I still don't understand why I have 5 children, but I'm sure somebody will tell me. So, okay, so third question. What was your favorite song growing up? And it could be from a different stage of life or season, just one of your favorites that always stuck out.
Well, I really like country music, so I like Reba. So any song from Reba McEntire.
I love
But
what you.
I did grow up with NSYNC
Oh,
and the boy bands. So yeah, so I'm like, I still listen to them.
bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
I like when everybody's pregnant now and their baby's born in May, they put up that meme like it's gonna be May, right?
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what is one of your like guilty pleasures that maybe just your husband and kids know, but nobody else outside the house?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm such an open book.
Oh,
That's the hard thing is
well then maybe you can answer.
I love my white chocolate. Like, I love white chocolate, and I love orange soda. Yeah, so
Good burger. Okay, so what brand of orange soda is your favorite?
Sunkist, Crush. What's that other one? There's another one. I can't think of what the name of it is, but yeah, those are
I used to
the
love
two.
Fanta.
Fanta is the other one. Yeah.
Do you want a Fanta? Fanta? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And last question, what was your first type of car that you had?
Ford Focus.
A Ford Focus.
Ford Focus. Yep.
I like those. I like the roundness of the front of the eyes in the front.
Yeah.
And then that was a Nissan, a neon, the one that has like a smile in the back of the trunk. So that's different. Okay. Yeah. So how long did you have that car?
Well, I had it, and then I was in a car accident, and then I got another one exactly the same. And then I was in a car accident, and then I got another car. So then I had to go shopping for a new car. But yeah, it was just like, yeah, it was. So so I've had 2 Ford Focuses, same color, different years, different. They look different actually. So yeah.
When we meet in person, I'll get a rental car and I'll drive. And then, we could just do it that way. How about that?
So funny story about that. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I should tell this, but anyway, we were. I'm actually from North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, and so my husband and I, we were heading down there, and they canceled our flight, so we had to fly into Asheville, which is up in the mountains. It's about 2 hours from my parents' house. Well, we flew in there. We got a rental car, and it's like midnight. We get in the rental car, and I'm going down the road. I'm like, why are all these people passing me? Turned out it was a Canadian one. So it was in kilometers. And I'm like, why are all these people passing me? Well, I was going slower. I'm like, I had to look at the little number, not the big number. So, yeah. But,
oh my gosh. It's okay. People already think women aren't good drivers anyway, so it's fine. I use it as an excuse. And I'm like, no, I can't parallel park, so I'll pay for valet. That's fine. That's fine. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for sharing your Friday night and joining our date night. I really appreciate it. We did that segment to get to know you. Now that I know you more, I like you even more. Thank you so much, Jamie, for coming. If you guys want to get in contact with Jamie, her website is down here below. I'll also drop it into the comments on Facebook and YouTube. And I'll give you, is it okay if I give your email address too?
Sure.
All right, awesome. So I'll go ahead and drop your email address in there as well. And everyone say thank you so much, Jamie, and show her some love. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it. If you want to hang out for a second backstage, I'll give you a proper goodbye. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Oh my goodness. I hope you guys loved her as much as I did. I love aligning myself with people who know their craft, know their business, know who their ICA are, who they are, because there's more than one, right? So know who they are and know how to properly serve them. She's just amazing. So again, if you guys want to contact Jamie, her contact information is below. And I just want to say, even though it's always 7 days before we see each other on Fridays, it just feels like it's too long. So if you haven't, or if you didn't catch our premiere for Business Nights with Antonia on Wednesday, I definitely strongly suggest that you do. And we actually will be doing Business Nights with Antonia on Mondays and Wednesdays. So season 1 started on Wednesday. It goes all the way through to the end of February. We have some amazing guest experts who are already scheduled, lined up, booked to meet you guys and to share their craft and level of expertise. So I'm super excited about all things business. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. You have a great evening, and I will see you guys on Monday at 8 p.m. Bye.